no matter how much he makes, no matter how much he does, he still always looks like he plays like he's still hungry.
Backhand.
It is just so rock solid. I think I got to go back to one of the greats in John McEnroe. The guy doesn't miss a volley.
All right, so we're building all-time player. Whose serve would you take?
I'm gonna go with John Isner, with a nod to maybe 1A being Andy Roddick, who I got to face both of them, but Isner's being that accurate, that much variety with that kind of pace. Andy was one of the ones that said it best: is you can't teach 6'10". And so he's got that, but realistically, as much as I hate giving John credit because he's a friend of mine, and I like giving him more crap than credit, to go along with being 6'10", he really has a good motion, extremely flexible upper body, and he places it well and spots it the way he's supposed to, and really mixes it up well. So he does really everything that he's supposed to do on that serve.
How about forehand?
Forehand, I got to go with Roger, I think. He hits it so unbelievably well and precise. And I know you said I could say James Blake for something, but I think I'd look stupid because I remember thinking I was like, oh man, I got forehand. I want to go forehand to forehand with anyone. I could do that. And Roger was the one guy that kind of showed me, no, you can't. And so I can't say me when he did that to me so many times to make me realize that his forehand's better than mine.
All right, how about backhand?
Backhand, I think I got to go with Djokovic. It is just so rock solid.
It is.
It just seems like you can count on it at any moment. Pressure moments, not pressure moments. He can create some pace with it. He can hit angles with it, and he does it so well.
Return of serve.
Return of serve, that's a tough one because I feel like there's different categories. There's being able to make enough. There's being able to be aggressive with the returns.
Yep.
So but I would still say probably Novak. In earlier generations, I'd say Agassi was the most aggressive returner I ever saw, and that was effective. But having to make every single one and get in play and get into a good position, I think I'm still going to take Novak.
Now, this next category is something I love. This style of play. It isn't as prevalent right now, but net play. I know people get up to the net. You don't really see serve and volleyers as much as you did before, but whose net play would you take of all time?
I think I got to go back to one of the greats in John McEnroe.
Yes.
Seeing his hands, and they always say like hands are kind of the last thing to go, and it's true because I played him in senior events, and the guy doesn't miss a volley. He's so good up there, and the hands are just so incredible. He's got great touch. He can stick the volleys, and he's just in the right position. So I got to take his net play over anyone. Stefan Edberg is probably up there, Rafters up there, but
yeah,
I don't think they can compete with the greatest in Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mac, indeed. All right, last category, mental toughness.
That's a tough one because there's so many mentally tough players. We spoke about him earlier with Rafa, and I just think what he's done mentally, the way you've never seen him once smash a racket on court. You've never seen him get down on himself to the point where it seems like it affects the next point. You don't see him getting in people's faces. He's extremely excited. He's pumped up. And he's the guy that in the first round of a tournament, in the finals of a tournament, looks like he is competing for every single point. Down 40-love in the first game, he might make a great shot and give a fist pump. In the first round against a guy he's going to end up beating 2-2, he cares that much about each point. And I forget who it was. One of the older greats of the game said that he's the type of player, no matter how much he makes, no matter how much he does, he still always looks like he plays like he's still hungry.
Right.
Like he needs that point, like he needs that money, like he needs that match, whatever. He always looks hungry, and he looks like he's ready for the next point. And so I got to give him the nod for absolutely never giving up and being so mentally tough.
Well, if we have a hybrid player of Isner, Djokovic, Federer, and who else am I forgetting? Johnny Mac. Johnny Mac. Yeah. That's a hell of a player. That is a hell of a player.
That's one I don't want to play. I'm glad I'm retired. I don't want to play that one.